If you get someone to click on your profile, the first thing they'll see at the top is your banner. As you can see, this takes up a lot of the screen, so don't waste it. A lot of salespeople I train don't do anything with this space, they just leave it blank, which is a real waste, as if they're on your profile, you need to make the most of that. Here's an example of someone that tried to connect with me recently, no banner, and a really unprofessional photo of him taking a selfie. So what should you put there? You can ask your marketing team if they have a company banner you can use. If not, you can use a landscape photo of you at an event or doing your role. Or you can actually make something customized. Here's a friend of mine, Niraj Kapoor, who has a nicely designed banner stating how he helps his customers, and even including a few photos from his TED Talk. Okay, so what's next? After the banner, the viewer will scroll down to your About section. They'll only see the top 3 lines of your About section unless they click that special See More. The problem with most About sections is they read like very boring CVs. I'm a hard-working, reliable team player. Or like the more salesy examples we mentioned earlier, top performer, President's Club, hit my quota 4 times in a row. They don't care about your accolades. But what do buyers care about? They want to know you understand their world, their goals, their challenges, and that you know people similar to them who have the same issues. The more specific you can be, the better. So in my profile, you'll see after a one-line intro, I start by framing typical problems that my target buyers will relate to. This is how it sounds. Only 18% of buyers trust salespeople. Sellers are stereotyped as sleazy, pushy pests who only care about their commission. And often, they live up to that reputation. I believe most salespeople focus too much on their targets, but what they really have is a spiritual problem. They don't respect themselves and they don't respect their customers. And then after this, what I do is I list some typical problems to show I understand that world. So only after that do I start talking about my solution. So ask yourself, what are the biggest problems your ideal customers have that you can write down right now to show your customers you understand their world? And this ties into the spiritual and material challenges we've talked about in all of our previous other modules. Now, if you're new in your role and don't know, interview a top performer on the team, or even your CEO, or even better, actually interview customers. Once you frame the problem, you will then want to talk about your solution. As we discussed in the 5 pillars module, the best way to do that is through customer stories, and your profile is no different. Here are a couple of examples from my profile. FinTech Dex grows revenue 2 times thanks to our playbooks, training and coaching for their UK, France and Australian teams. Then I've got location intelligence tech, Carto, received Series C of $61 million with the help of our sales playbooks. So as you can see, they're super short and concise, but specific with powerful stats. Add your banner and About section with problems you solve for your audience, as well as some really strong customer stories like the ones I just mentioned. Another place you can put customer stories is your featured section, which then brings us on to our next topic.